It is nothing, it is none other but the display of power in zeros. You heard me right. Display of powers in zeros. You start by displaying power in 1 0, then you go up zeros, 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 all the way until millions and billions and infinite number of zeros to display your capability and the ability, how big of a fuser you are, how big of a fusioner you are, how big of a mega scale attacker you are, how big of a striker you are, how is your defensive moves, how is your offensive moves, how much force can you generate when you punch, how much force can you generate when you shoot with the gun, how much force can you generate when you launch your rockets, how much force can you generate when you throw your missiles, how much force can you generate when you torpedo your torpedoes, and how much force can you generate when you detonate your big giant mega scale nuclear uranium 235s and the nuclear plutonium 235s and uranium 238s and uranium 239s. How much of a detonator you are, how much of a detonations can you, what is the size of an explosion that you can explode with? What is the size and the scale of your detonation that you can detonate with? It all boils down to this principle, fundamental principle, the explosiveness, the explosions, the explosive explosion, and the expulsive explosions. How much of the expulsive explosion can you explode with, and how much of a explosive explosion can you explode with? The power that is there inside that atomic cylinder that you have a mixture of uranium and all the nuclear atoms and atomic atoms, they fuse together to combine. They combine together to fuse such a devastating fusion, or they split together to fizz such a devastating fission. What kind of majestic self are you? What kind of king are you? What kind of queen are you? What kind of monarch are you? What kind of big of a massive self you are? Are you same all those little tiny pussies? The tiny little titties and tiny little cunties? The pussy hole? We've seen plenty of those pussy holes. We've seen plenty of those cunt holes and nip holes and titties. Show your massive cock. Show your balls. Show that you are something. You have the capability to detonate such a big giant supernova explosion that literally you can fuse and terminate this entire bullet with a single detonating blow. Show that massiveness. Show that bigness. How big are you? Can you detonate such a giant, big, devastating blow with your nuclear and atomic bombs and atomic and nuclear bombs that you literally can kill all 8 billion human lives, and you can literally tear and rip apart every road, every bridge, every girth and every width of the entire earth? If you can do that, then you are such a big giant self. You are big. You are big in your name and in your body and in your soul and in your mind. But if you cannot detonate and if you cannot explode with such a big devastation, then you are same old self. You are nothing but a tiny little fat man, a tiny little midget. Do you have the power to generate and fuse and fuse and fuse and fuse that you literally can take out 12,000 square miles? That is one continent. Three continents together, that is 12,000 square miles. 3,000 square miles is one continent. 4,000 square miles, one continent. So if you can take out 12,000 square miles, then you've just taken out all the AMs, all the AMs, all the AM 12 AMs. And if you can take out another 4,000 square miles, another 12,000 square, then you've taken all the PMs. And PMs are the 12 PMs. All the 12 PMs who just detonated such a big devastating blow and literally have taken all the 12 PMs and all the 12 AMs. Literally, you have finished the entire bullet with 7 continents exploded all apart with a single detonating blow and a single atomic and nuclear detonating blow. Do you have all that power? And if you want to be myself, then you have to go scaling to the highest level. And my scale, as is beyond the world and heaven and earth. I literally, when I punch, I'll make sure I make billions and trillions and infinite number of holes within the earth and the heavens. Literally, I will explode the entire Milky Way galaxy, and literally I will explode the clusters of galaxies within the local galaxies, and I literally explode their known universe that makes up with all these trillions and trillions of stellar systems and galaxies. I can explode all that right out from the face of existence with a single detonating blow. That's the Christ Almighty Lord's power. That's the power that is there inside myself. That kind of power, it is impossible for anyone else to generate other than your Lord, the creator and the sustainer of the 7 heavens and the throne, the chair and the gardens and the hells and the angels and the souls, all the heavenly domains and earthly domains, and all the earthly domains and heavenly domains. That is a power and display of power at a huge, grand, almighty level. I love you all, my sons and daughters. Take my kiss. But it is your God who can display power at that mega, ultra, supra, ultra, mega scale. Bigger, supra, ultra, mega. So that is the dawn of dawns and the D of Ds and the G of Gs and the massive of all the massives.